And we have returned. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. This is our Red, White, and Blue Friday. You can go out in the Black Friday crowds if you want to, but I chose to stay right here. And I invited all of my All-American Market companies and their representatives to join me. And she was with us last Thursday, so we've already had Thanksgiving, and she's back with us today. Caroline with McCall's Candles. Caroline, how are you doing?
Good, Beth Ann. How are you?
I'm doing good. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My family was in, and it's been crowded, and that's the way we kind of like it. It's lots of noise in my house, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're still full.
Well, I wanted to do this Red, White, and Blue Friday, and I know that you're also doing Black Friday promotions there on your website as well as Cyber Monday. So let's talk about the sales. And again, my listeners, you have to use the promo code Beth Ann if you're going to help the company out, if you're going to help CSC Talk Radio out. But whatever it takes, get some candles from McCall's Candles. So let's talk about your sales, your Red, White, and Blue, and your Black Friday sales and your Cyber Monday.
Yes, so our Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, as I mentioned last week, we have up to 70% off site-wide. So every candle collection we have is currently on sale. With our prices are drastically reduced. You can get our classic candles for $12.95, the vintage for $12.95. I think our indulgence are $13.50. It's candle bars, everything is on sale. So we're pretty excited about that, and we hope to have a big turnout.
Oh, you definitely were. I was just showing the listeners, once again, we'll do a YouTube of the show, and I was just showing the jingle bells, Christmas jingle, and I've got the lid open, and the studio smells wonderful. Even though I haven't burnt the candle, the studio smells wonderful. They're just gorgeous. And like I said last week when we were visiting, I've never seen a candle that burns so evenly, and I'm just going to keep patting you on the back, and you can, I know you're giving your husband all the credit, so you can pat him on the back for me too. But
I already told him.
Oh, awesome.
He was like, oh.
Well, I have not started decorating for Christmas yet at my house. We're still in Thanksgiving mode, and we probably will be for another week or two because my Christmas is going to be later. But like we mentioned last week, I usually, I go by colors in the rooms and such, and so I'll theme maybe a color, whatever the tablecloth's going to be or whatever this is going to be in the particular area. And I do the same. Well, my Christmas decorations on the tree are pretty much always the same every year. But if I have a candle, which I do, it will be in the room that I've done in red, or the other one will be in the room that I've decided to do in green. And, I kind of like to theme everything together. And I just love the warmth of what the candles do. And I appreciate it so much. I don't know, I'm a homebody, so it just makes for a nice atmosphere when you're home.
Oh, sure. Candles, they just warm up the house, whether it's the glow, of the light coming through the jar or the scents. As I was saying before, scents they're powerful. They can strike emotion in people. They can bring back memories. They can bring feeling. It's nice to have them around. Like I was mentioning before, I love at Christmas time and Thanksgiving to bring our mulled apple cider candle out, because if I burn that, it smells almost like you're putting mulling spices on the stove. It has that nice aroma in the air. And that one reminds me of being a child. My mom used to always do a crock pot of mulled apple cider on Christmas. And so I used to do that, but nobody drank it all. So I just light the candle now.
Yeah, I kind of do that once in a while because the rest of the adults all sit around and drink the coffee and such. And so sometimes the kids, the grandkids, they want to be included. So sometimes I put on the apple cider and spice it up so that they have something warm to drink too. Yeah.
You can always fool them a little bit we do our pumpkin spice candle, and sometimes I'll put it on, and my mom will come over and she's like, "Where's the pie?" Oh, sorry, no pie.
Yeah, I got that one time with one of my kids too. Yeah, well, you're not big. What is this? Just some kind of false advertising? So,
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I feel bad, but I do. I enjoy decorating with the candles just like you. I put them around and put some sprigs around them, and every room is fun to do with them, and you can have a lot of fun with them.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
you enjoy that kind of thing, and I really do. I enjoy making table settings.
And like I mentioned last week when we spoke, you don't even have to light it all the time. You can just open it up and something I'm gonna give him another pat on the back and you. These fragrances, sometimes you get the cheap stuff and it's a harsh fragrance. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else you would put it. These are a soft, subtle fragrance. You smell them, but they don't knock you over. You smell them, but they're a soft and warm fragrance, if that makes sense. They're not harsh.
Oh, yeah.
Where
I
it's
know
really
what
potent,
you're talking about.
and but they're gentle, gentle,
Yeah,
and
I
warm.
always tell my husband, it's common with, it's almost like this harsh hazelnutty fragrance that
Right.
some candles can have, and you're like, what is that fragrance in it? It just hits like that, and we always really try to stay away from that. And
All
as I
right.
mentioned, we take a long time. We can take up to a year to develop a candle,
That's
and we get a
awesome.
lot of opinions.
Awesome.
We smell the fragrances, and then finally everybody thinks one nailed it right on the dot, and then we begin testing them, and we give them to our friends and neighbors. Love us because my husband will pour up all these candles and tell them, take it home, burn it, let me know what you think. How does it burn? How does it smell?
Well, you let me know when you come out with that next new one and send it to me, and I'll let you know. I'm going to have to let
We
you go. I
will.
got to go on to my next All American Market advertiser. Thank you so much. I want to give the number. It's 1-800-396-0332. That's 1-800-396-0332, McCallsCandles.com. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, Caroline, and thank you so much for joining us here on this Red, White, and Blue Friday.
Thank you. You
You're
too.
welcome. We're going to move on. I'm running a little bit late. You know how I like to talk. But we have Michael Godar on the air, and he's with the antennas. He makes his antennas. And you know what I was thinking, Michael, by the way, welcome.
Oh, welcome.
You know what I was thinking about those antennas?
Mm-hmm.
They fit in a stocking.
Yes, they do. Well, most of them do.
The one the one we promote quite a bit, it fits in the stocking, does it not?
Yes, the
All right.
DXR 1000 shortwave antenna.
Yes, and what a good time to give something like that at Christmas when you've got these people. Oh, what do you want to give? He doesn't need another wrench. He doesn't need another this or another that. But what could he use? An antenna.
An antenna to improve your shortwave reception across the boards.
Yeah, and I know we've been having some issues. Some of our listeners, particularly Joe in Arkansas, has complained about them not being able to listen. They say it's fine during one part of the year, but not so much the other. But you really need to try the antenna. So I'm going to let you promote that for just a little bit. Let's give me your elevator pitch.
Well, okay. Well, the DXR 1000 is a telescoping whip. It was designed for shortwave. It's very easy to install. It receives your stations very clearly, pretty much across the boards, especially like WWCR, which can be difficult at times. You do have propagation issues all year round, which can affect your reception. But if you have a fairly decent shortwave radio and a good antenna like this, it can maintain that clear signal. And so it's a great product. And this is an outdoor type, but we also have an indoor version, the DXR 500 for $49.95 that you can use indoors if you cannot go with an outdoor type. But they do improve in reception across the boards.
I want to give your number. It's 480-892-8207. That's 480-892-8207. You can go to godarusa.com. Go straight there, godarusa.com. Or you can visit my website and go to csctalkradio.com and click on the All-American Market page. Joe,
We're going to run a special. If you mention your name, we're going to have. We've got $5 off the
Awesome.
500, and also our FM 1A for FM stereo. So if you mention Beth Ann, we will offer a $5 discount on those. And on the DXR 1000, we've got a $10 discount if you mention Beth Ann.
Okay.
And they can be ordered directly on eBay, so you can make an instant purchase with PayPal.
Okay, and they can still mention Beth Ann on that too, right?
Beth Ann.
Okay. Why don't you hang on, Michael? I cut you short a couple of minutes there when I was talking about candles. So hang on, and I want to talk about some other things that you might have available for Christmas that would be unique. And you're listening to CSC Talk Radio. It is Red, White, Blue Friday. We chose not to go fight the Black Friday crowds. We're going to sit right here, and we're going to sell you all American. It's all American. Red, White, and Blue Friday. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio, and we will be right back.